Welcome everyone. We'll begin in about 2 minutes. If you're watching, you can navigate to the link that's displayed on the page. This will be where you'll enter in your answers to the questions that I'll be reading out shortly. If you have any questions, please log into YouTube and you can ask Brooke, our hostess, and she will assist you with that. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Central Library's 25th Anniversary Trivia Game. My name is Lauren Flotis, and I'll be emceeing this event. We'll be starting the game shortly, but let's review the rules and how to play. Using your phone or another window in your browser, you can navigate to the page to enter in your answers to the trivia questions that I'll be reading on the screen. So let me pull up that screen really quickly so you can see. It's also posted in chat as well. But this would be the link where you would go. And we do encourage you to log into YouTube so that way you can respond and join the chat. Moving right along, let's begin. What I'm going to do is I'm going to read each question twice, and you'll have 10 seconds to answer the question in Google Docs. Again, if you have any other questions or if you need assistance, you can go to chat and Brooke will assist you. Let's get started with question number 1. The man pictured here spent $55 million of his own fortune to open free libraries across the United States, including the first one in San Antonio. Your choices are A. Nelson Rockefeller, B. Andrew Carnegie, C. J.P. Morgan, or D. Will Rogers. To repeat, the man pictured here spent $55 million of his own fortune to open free libraries across the United States, including the first one in San Antonio. Your choices are A. Nelson Rockefeller, B. Andrew Carnegie, C. J.P. Morgan, or D. Will Rogers. So let's see if we can get the countdown going. You have 10 seconds, and then we'll move on to the next question. So your time is up. Let's move on to our next question. So this is question number 2. Approximately how many 5-gallon containers of paint were used to initially paint the new Central Library? Your choices are A. 1,000, B. 5,000, C. 1,500, or D. 2,000. And to repeat the question, approximately how many 5-gallon containers of paint were used to initially paint the new Central Library? A. 1,000, B. 5,000, C. 1,500, or D. 2,000. And let's turn on our countdown. You have 10 seconds to answer. Awesome, so your time is up, and let's move on to the next question. Of course, before we do, for those that are just arriving, if you want to play along with us, navigate to the link below, and I'm going to show that in just a moment. And the link is here. And that's where you'll be submitting your answers as I read the questions. Don't forget to log into YouTube to join the chat with our hostess, Brooke. Let's continue with our questions. And we'll be at question number 3. What renowned Mexican architect designed the Central Library? A. Pedro Ramirez Vasquez, B. Luis Barazan, C. Ricardo Legorreta, or D. Ricardo Montalban? To repeat the question, what renowned Mexican architect designed the Central Library? A. Pedro Ramirez Vasquez, B. Luis Barazan, C. Ricardo Legorreta, or D. Ricardo Montalban? Let's put on the timer for your 10 seconds. There we go. And we are almost at time. So let's move on to our next question, which is question number 4, if you're following along. The site of the Central Library used to be home to what store? A. Kmart, B. Joske's, C. Sears, or D. Penners? To repeat the question, the site of the Central Library used to be home to what store? A. Kmart, B. Joske's, C. Sears, or D. Penners? And you have 10 seconds to answer this question. Time's up. So let's move on to question number 5. And before I start reading the questions, I'm going to visit chat and say hello to all the folks that are here on chat. Hello everyone. Welcome. So let's go ahead and move on to our next question. How many above ground floors does the Central Library have? Your choices are A. 6, B. 5, C. 4, or D. 3. And to repeat again, how many above ground floors does the Central Library have? A. 6, B. 5, C. 4, or D. 3. And let's start with our countdown. Awesome. So let's move on to our next question, which is number 6. Which SAPL library branch is the oldest branch still in use? Your choices are A. Landa, B. Bazan, C. Central, or D. San Pedro? Again, to repeat the question, which SAPL library branch is the oldest branch still in use? A. Landa, B. Bazan, C. Central, or D. San Pedro? Let's put on our timer, and you have 10 seconds to answer. So everyone, your time is up. I'm going to pause for a moment and say hello to everyone in chat. If you're just joining us, just to repeat, what you'll need to do is navigate to this page, which I'm getting to in a moment. This is where you'll enter in the answers to your question. I'll be reading out each question on stream. We are on question number 7 in case you're catching up. Let me say hello to everyone. I'd like to also say hello to Brooke, our moderator on chat. She is telling us some wonderful trivia, which will be something that you might want to pay attention to because there is an upcoming trivia event that's happening next week, just as a little hint. And also, we really would enjoy it if you would log into YouTube with your account so you can join in the chat and talk with us. I'm going to pause briefly for folks that are just catching up, and then we'll move on to our next question. And that will be number 7 for folks that are following along. So I'm going to go ahead and start with question number 7. Again, I'll be repeating each question twice. For folks that need extra time, and then you'll have 10 seconds after I repeat it the second time to finish answering your question so we can move to the next question. So let's begin again. Question number 7. What branch library regularly has the highest circulation of materials? Your choices are A. Cody, B. Brook Hollow, C. Central, or D. Igo. To repeat, what branch library regularly has the highest circulation of materials? A. Cody, B. Brook Hollow, C. Central, or D. Igo. And here we go with our countdown. And time is up. So let's move on to question number 8. And I'd like to quickly check and see if there's any questions coming from chat, which I don't see very many. Again, you're welcome to join in the conversation and let us know if you're having a good time, if you have any comments. Also, tell us about the trivia that you know. So let's start again with question number 8. Who is the current director of the San Antonio Public Library System? Your choices are A. Ron Nierenberg, B. Ramiro Salazar, C. Alex Briseño, or D. Henry Cisneros. To repeat, who is the current director of the San Antonio Public Library System? A. Ron Nierenberg, B. Ramiro Salazar, C. Alex Briseño, or D. Henry Cisneros. And let's get our countdown active. You have 10 seconds. So our time is up, and let's move on to our next question. And this question has a picture component, so let me pull that up on the screen. And here we go. The Central Library mural pictured here was done by which San Antonio artist? A. Brother Cletus, B. Adnan Hernandez, C. Jesse Trevino, or D. Robert Tatum. To repeat, the Central Library mural pictured here was done by which San Antonio artist? A. Brother Cletus, B. Adnan Hernandez, C. Jesse Trevino, or D. Robert Tatum. So let's get our countdown going. And time is up, so let's move to our next question. So this is question number 10. A contest was held by the San Antonio Express-News to name the color of the new Central Library. The winner was Enchilada Red. Who was the deciding judge in the contest? Your choices are A. Lila Cockrell, B. Ricardo Legorreta, C. Henry Cisneros, or D. the Spurs Coyote. Again, to repeat, a contest was held by the San Antonio Express-News to name the color of the new Central Library. The winner was Enchilada Red. Who was the deciding judge in the contest? Your choices are A. Lila Cockrell, B. Ricardo Legorreta, C. Henry Cisneros, or D. the Spurs Coyote. And let's start our countdown. And our time is up. I'd like to pause for a moment since we are about halfway through to the end of our questions, and I'd like to say hello to all the folks that are in chat. So hello everyone, I hope you're having a good time. If you're just joining us, what you can do to participate is, of course, I'm reading out the questions, but you can answer with the Google form, and let me show you the link really quickly so you can get to the site if you'd like to navigate and participate. And the link is right here. And again, you'll be using that to answer your questions. And I will leave that up a moment longer while we're pausing, just for folks to navigate to the site. Also, we really encourage you to log in to YouTube so that you can join us in chat, so you can join the conversation. Also, our hostess, Brooke, in chat is giving us several different interesting trivia facts throughout the activity that we're doing, so throughout the event. And we are going to be having a trivia event next week, so these trivia tidbits will be very relevant to that, so just as a little hint. I'm going to move back to our main screen, and we will get started in a moment with our next question. We are at question number 11. And let's go ahead and begin. What branch library is the newest addition to the SAPL family? Your choices are A, Schaefer, B, Potranco, C, Encino, or D, Pruitt. And again, to repeat, what branch library is the newest addition to the SAPL family? Your choices are A, Schaefer, B, Potranco, C, Encino, or D, Pruitt. And let's go ahead and put on our countdown. And our time is up, so we're going to move to our next question. And that would be question number 12. What year did the first free public library open in San Antonio? Your choices are A, 1911, B, 1925, C, 1890, or D, 1903. Again, to repeat the question, what year did the first free library open in San Antonio? A, 1911, B, 1925, C, 1890, or D, 1903. And let's turn on our countdown. And there we are, our 10 seconds are over. So let's move on to our next question. That would be number 13, if you're following along. Who was San Antonio's mayor the year the Central Library opened? Your choices are A, Henry Cisneros, B, Nelson Wolff, C, Ed Garza, or D, Phil Hardberger. Again, to repeat, who was San Antonio's mayor the year the Central Library opened? And again, your choices are A, Henry Cisneros, B, Nelson Wolff, C, Ed Garza, or D, Phil Hardberger. And let us put on our wonderful countdown. We have 10 seconds, actually kind of less. And our time is up. I'm going to pause for a second and say hello to everyone in chat. Good afternoon. I hope you're enjoying yourself. Please log in and say hello. And we will move on to our next question. So we are at question number 14 now, if you're following along. Which Antonio Banderas movie was partially filmed in the Central Library? Your choices are A, Spy Kids, B, Spy Kids 2, C, Desperado, or D, Once Upon a Time in Mexico. Again, to repeat, which Antonio Banderas movie was partially filmed in the Central Library? A, Spy Kids, B, Spy Kids 2, C, Desperado, or D, Once Upon a Time in Mexico. And let's put on our countdown, and we have 10 seconds to answer this question. And time is up, so let's move along to question number 15. Which of the following actors have not made an appearance at the Central Library? Your choices are A, Tommy Lee Jones, B. Armie Hammer, C. Eva Longoria, or D. Sir Anthony Hopkins? To repeat, which of the following actors have not made an appearance at the Central Library? Your choices are A. Tommy Lee Jones, B. Armie Hammer, C. Eva Longoria, or D. Sir Anthony Hopkins? And let's get our countdown. We have 10 seconds. And our time is up. So let's move on. We are at question number 16. And I'd like to say hello to Patrick. Welcome. I'm glad that you're having fun. And hello to Pumpkin and Bella. Let's move on to number 16. And again, I'll be repeating this twice, and then you'll have 10 seconds to answer. So, what is the local hospital across the street from Central Library? Your choices are A. Baptist Medical Center, B. Metropolitan Methodist, C. Children's Hospital of San Antonio, or D. Nick's Hospital? Again, to repeat the question, what is the local hospital across the street from the Central Library? A. Baptist Medical Center, B. Metropolitan Methodist, C. Children's Hospital of San Antonio, or D. Nick's Hospital? And let's get our countdown going. We have 10 seconds. And our time is up. And that's a really interesting fact. I just saw on chat that one of our attendees has been to Armie Hammer's wife's bakery. That's really cool. I did not know that she owned a bakery. Is it in San Antonio, or I'm not sure where Armie Hammer is from, so you'll have to educate me on that. But that's really, really fascinating. So moving along, we are at question number 17. And I will read that shortly. So who was the governor of Texas in 1995 when the Central Library opened? Your choices are A. Ann Richards, B. George W. Bush, C. Rick Perry, or D. Greg Abbott? Again, to repeat, who was the governor of Texas in 1995 when the Central Library opened? And our choices are again A. Ann Richards, B. George W. Bush, C. Rick Perry, or D. Greg Abbott? And let's get our countdown, and I'm really, really curious. So, I did not know that. So Bird Bakery on Broadway. That is very, very cool. I did not know that. This is really, really awesome. Thank you for letting me know. That is the coolest thing ever. I'll have to visit that soon. So our countdown is over. I'm going to move to question number 18. What is the name of the new SAPL mascot? And I'm going to get the picture up in a moment. There we go. So what is the name of the new SAPL mascot pictured below? Your choices are A. Sparky, B. Bookie, C. Smarty, or D. Sticky? And again, to repeat the question, what is the name of the new SAPL mascot pictured below? A. Sparky, B. Bookie, C. Smarty, or D. Sticky? And let's get our countdown going. And our time is up. So let me move on to our next question. And again, we are at question number 19. What natural disaster helped bring about the need for a new library building by 1930? Your choices are A. Fire, B. Flood, C. Earthquake, or D. Tornado? Again, to repeat the question, what natural disaster helped bring about the need for a new library building by 1930? A. Fire, B. Flood, C. Earthquake, or D. Tornado? And And let's get our countdown going. And our time is up. So we are at question 20. I'd like to pause for a moment and say hello again to the folks in chat. And I'm really curious with all the folks that are playing. Will y'all please tell me your team names? I'm really interested to see which teams are competing today, or actually people if you're competing individually. And I'll take a moment for folks to type in the chat. And also, if you're following along and you'd like to go ahead and enter in your answers, you can go to Google Docs. Let me get that up on the screen so you can navigate to that page. The link is here. And what you'll do is, if you've been writing down your answers as I've been reading them and you haven't been entering them into the Google Documents form, this is where you would do that, so that way you can be part of the official participants. I'll leave it up for just a moment longer for folks to navigate to the page, and then we'll move on to question number 20. So let me move back to our screen and we will continue with our trivia. And again, we are on question number 20. What local politician bequeathed his circus memorabilia and rare book collection to the library system? Your choices are A, Maverick, my goodness. Let me repeat that one more time because that didn't come out very clear. So your choices are A, Amari Maverick Sr., B, Harry M. Wurzbach, C, Walter McAllister, or D, Harry Hertzberg. Again, to repeat, what local politician bequeathed his circus memorabilia and rare book collection to the library system? A, Maury Maverick Sr., B, Harry M. Wurzbach, C, Walter McAllister, or D, Harry Hertzberg. Let's get our countdown going. We have 10 seconds to answer, and then we'll move on to the next question. So it looks like our time is up. Let's go to question number 21. The first bookmobile began operating in what year? Our choices are A, 1906, B, 1980, C, 1962, or D, 1943. And again, to repeat, the first bookmobile began operating in what year? And our choices are A, 1906, B, 1980, C, 1962, or D, 1943. And let's get our countdown. And there we go. Got our countdown going. All right, so let's move on to our next question. And that would be number 22. Oh, and before I read, I'm going to stop really quickly. And I see that there is a team name. That sounds really cool. Oh, welcome, the Spurs Squad. Love that name. Pretty awesome. And so let me go ahead and go back to our question number 22. Thank you for letting us know your team name, Patrick. And let me read our question. How many books did the first bookmobile carry? Your choices are A, 2,000, B, 500, C, 1,500, or D, 1,000. And again, to repeat question number 22, how many books did that first bookmobile carry? So our choices are A, 2,000, B, 500, C, 1,500, or D, 1,000. And here we have our 10-second countdown. And time is up, so let's move to our next question, which is question number 23. Which of the following is not the name of a SAPL branch library? Your choices are A, Collins Garden, B, Igo, C, Parquet, or D, Catman? And again to repeat, which of the following is not the name of a SAPL branch library? Your choices are A, Collins Garden, B, Igo, C, Parquet, or D, Catman? And we have our 10 seconds. All right, so let's go to our next question, which is number 24. The library classification system used by most public libraries in the US is called what? Our choices are A, Universal Decimal System, B, Library of Congress System, C, Dewey Decimal System, or D, Cologne Classification System. And again, to repeat the question, the library classification system used by most public libraries in the US is called a what? And our choices are A, Universal Decimal System, B, Library of Congress System, C, Dewey Decimal System, or D, Cologne Classification System. We have our 10 seconds to answer, and then we'll move on to our 25th and last question. And our time is up. And I will read question number 25, which again is our last question for the trivia. Which two former First Ladies have visited the Central Library? Your choices are A, Barbara Bush and Laura Bush, B, Laura Bush and Hillary Clinton, C, Barbara Bush and Hillary Clinton, or D, Laura Bush and Lady Bird Johnson. So to repeat, which two former First Ladies have visited the Central Library? Your choices are A, Barbara Bush and Laura Bush, B, Laura Bush and Hillary Clinton, C, Barbara Bush and Hillary Clinton, or D, Laura Bush and Lady Bird Johnson. So let's get our timer going. Fabulous, so our time is up. So please be sure to submit your answer so you have a chance to win a prize. We are tallying up the scores right now as I speak. So in the meantime, we're going to take a short break. I'm going to show a short video. It's a beautiful video. It was produced by our Central Library Public Services Administrator, Haley Holmes. And let me get that up on the screen. So if you want to take a little break and wait while we tabulate the results, we will have our results and our winners soon. And of course, you're always welcome to continue the conversation and chat as well. So our winners are first place, SAPL Fan 2, second place, Jackson's, third place, Old Timer. Congratulations, everyone. This is so exciting. Congratulations to our winners. Please email brooke.muilsness@sanantonio.gov to claim your prize. This has been a wonderful live trivia event. Before we go, I'd like to announce another upcoming trivia event happening on May 29th. It's going to be from 7 p.m. to 8:30. Some of the interesting San Antonio facts featured in today's chat might just show up at that event. So to register, visit mysapl.org and go to the events calendar link. It's going to be time for us to sign off soon, but remember, you can visit mysapl.org for access to books, magazines, and more. If you have any questions, you can call 210-207-2500, Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 p.m. See you soon, and have a wonderful afternoon and holiday weekend. Goodbye, everyone.